What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Sunday here with PickDawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, we live 365. To give you guys our thoughts, opinions, and how we see the day's action playing out. Today, we got NFL, we got NBA, and that's all I really handicap today. So I'm pretty sure there's some NHL. I'm pretty sure there's some college basketball. So we'll talk about that as well, man. But I got a really good crew with me here today to help break us down today's action. I got the hottest man on the planet right now to my right. I ain't trying to jinx you. I'm just trying to tell him what it is, man. What is it now? 17?
18. Don't cut me short.
What's happening? How you doing, Mr. Romanelli?
I'm doing good, Jay. It's a good Saturday. College football, some exciting games. But, obviously it's a big day for you with no Cowboys, no Texas, but a lot of implications for those Texas boys. I don't think they get in, but you know what? I'd rather them get in over Alabama. I think Notre Dame deserves to be in. After Alabama's performance yesterday, though, I'd say put the Longhorns over the Crimson Tide. But I'll be looking forward to that. NFL card looks nice and juicy, and some solid games in the NBA and college hoops as well.
Man, let's break it down. Let's do it. I got about what? 2 hours? Till I find out if they robbed us or not. We'll find out. I'll talk about it in a minute. Ashley, what's happening? How are you?
What's going on, guys? Pretty good. I'm in the middle of a move today. I have movers coming. This probably is like the worst day to do it. I told them don't touch the TV at least until at least until 1 or 2. But I'll be kind of avoiding the chaos, trying to watch TV while a lot going on. But excited for the day.
Let's do it. Let's break it down. We got Brian Bittler with us. What's happening, Brian? How you doing?
Yeah, it's tough to follow Ron DiMaggio here and his crazy hot streak. But yesterday, 4-2, cashed my best bet on Ohio State, on the Indiana Hoosiers. Had the under in the Alabama-Georgia game. So just really happy to have a winning day and looking forward to today's card. It might not be a great card visually, but from a betting standpoint, there's a lot of opportunities to make some money out there.
Yes, it is. I like today's card a lot. So I'm ready to break it down with you guys. Jovan, what's happening, my man? How you doing today?
What's going on? Yeah, yesterday was a miserable day for me as far as college basketball goes. What could go wrong did go wrong, starting with Monmouth. Games like Denver that I was on, games where they were in it, leading at certain points and couldn't finish the job. So, yeah, I was on a lot of those type of games yesterday, but today's a new day, and I believe that we have a vision to greatness, a path to greatness on this NFL Sunday.
Yeah, let's do it.
I forgot Duke. Forgot to mention Duke.
Oh, yeah, Duke got it done. Yeah, hey, there was some winners on the board. We love chaos, right, Jay?
We do love chaos.
Duke got it done. Indiana got it done. That was my big game hunter play. That cashed. But, so there was some bright spots. Few far between.
Yesterday I went 2-3. I went 2-2. I went 2-2 yesterday. 2-2. I cashed both the big ones though, which was good. I cashed the Hawks. We talked about that one on the show yesterday. Just a good bounce back spot for them. And I had Georgia. Go Dogs. Go fucking Dogs, man. So hopefully they did enough to knock Alabama out and put my Longhorns in. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that was kind of my day yesterday. I should have put them Hoosiers in. I should have. I went out and didn't do it. I told y'all on the show. I just had a feeling. What a season. What a Cinderella story. That team used to be ass.
Nah, last year was Cinderella. This year they're the real deal.
I know, but it's Indiana. It's Indiana.
Doesn't matter. They're a football program now. They're a football school.
They are. And I gotta wake up, face the music. Hats off to them boys. Hats off to them. Number one team in the country. Who would have thought? Man. We got plenty to talk about today, man. I'm sure we'll sprinkle it all in, but we got a lot of ground to cover today as well. So y'all want to hop right into today's action? We don't start is really the multi-million-dollar question.
Let's get hockey out of the way.
You want to do hockey first? The National Hockey League Association.
We love
We
hockey.
can start. We can start there. We can start the National Hockey League Association. Jovan already dipped on us with the quickness.
We don't want to start talking football and then we got to get through hockey.
Right, come on, let's do hockey first. How many games over there today?
Half dozen or so.
I got a high card. All right, we got Avalanche and the Flyers. Avalanche minus 160 on the road. We got Islanders and the Panthers. Panthers minus 170 at home versus the Romanellis. We got the Sharks versus the Hurricanes. The Ashleys on the road versus the Hurricanes. We got the Penguins out on the road versus the Jays. Stars, the best team in hockey, minus 200. Blues on the road versus the Canadiens. Golden Knights on the road versus the Rangers. Blue Jackets on the road versus the Capitals. And Blackhawks out on the road versus the Anaheim Ducks. It's actually a high card today. And Romanelli, we start with you, sir. What you looking at in the NHLA?
Yeah, I'm going to take your Dallas Stars. You could take them to win in regulation, maybe puck line. I know the money line's pretty steep, but I still don't necessarily disagree with that play either. I just think the Stars win this game. Pittsburgh's had an unbelievable start to the season like many Metro teams have, but I still think that they are pretenders in the long run, and I think Dallas is just a much better team playing at home. I think they get the job done. So I'll take Dallas, and I'll personally just take them on the money line.
There you go. No need to get cute. No need to get cute. Ashley, how you feeling?
I like the Flyers today. Philly's been playing really good hockey, of course, playing the Avalanche. I think the line might be skewed a little bit there. Avalanche, I don't want to say they're playing bad by any means. That's definitely not the case at all. But, they definitely haven't been as hot the last couple of games. And Philly's offense has really been rolling. I like the plus price with them at home. I think they've won like 5 or 6 of their last 7 at home. So I like Philly here.
There you go, Ashley. Whew. Fading Avalanche ain't fun. Ashley taking them Flyers. We'll see what happens. Brian, what you looking at?
Yeah, I like the Flyers as well. Colorado's on a back-to-back off overtime win against the Rangers. Flyers were rested 9-4-2 at home. I like that one. And then I'll take the St. Louis Blues on the money line at Montreal. I just think Montreal, a lot like Pittsburgh, I don't buy their early season success. So for me, I'll take the plus money with the Blues.
All righty. We got Tony Brown here with us this weekend, man. What's happening, Tony Brown? How you doing?
Good morning. It's been a long time. Glad to see everybody.
Yes, sir. Glad to see you too, sir. Right now, we're talking the National Hockey League Association. That's what I like to call it. And we just went through the whole card. Anything that jumps off the page to you in hockey today?
Nothing special, man. Last night was the games. I had a couple good games in the NHL. We cashed pretty big. Today was pretty average. I'm looking at the NFL. I'm all over it this morning.
All righty. So that's all for the NHL for the day. Let's go to college hoops. Let's get college hoops out the way early as well.
Hey, that's easy there. We're not lumping it into the same boat as the NHL.
Oh, come on now.
Or are we? On Sunday? I don't know. Let's see what's going on over there today.
Oof, it's a rough one.
I'll take a Canisius Niagara game over Packers Bears any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got Navy Air Force today at 11. Navy minus 10.5. We got Kansas, Missouri. Kansas minus 6.5. We got Alabama versus UTSA. We got Utah State versus Charlotte. Yale versus UIC. Niagara versus St. Peter's. Texas Tech versus LSU in the Coast to Coast Challenge. San Francisco versus Mississippi State. UNLV Stanford. Georgetown, North Carolina. Creighton, Nebraska. That's an all right one. We got the Gottliebs after him throwing a chair last time we seen him. He playing Wright State today. We got SMU versus Texas A&M. That's a really good one right there. What's this? The Hoop Hype. What is this, Ron? What is this? Is this a tournament? Is this like a what is that?
The coast to coast thing?
The
Or the
SMU
hoop hype.
Texas A&M. Is that a like?
I don't know. They come up with too many things. I can't keep up.
Right. North Texas TCU is playing, and North Florida versus Gonzaga. Brian, we'll start with you, sir. How you feeling?
Oh boy, start with me. Out of this, I got one premium on the board today in college, but if I had to go the second, it'd be Hofstra plus the points. I don't like that they're on a nice cover streak. I just think 9 points is a lot for a Pitt Panthers team to lay, and I think the Pride can keep this within 2 possessions. So I'll take Hofstra.
There you go, Brian B. on them Hofstra boys. Jovan, anything jump off the page to you today in college hoops?
I'm gonna roll with Canisius, and that's because Siena whipped up on their last opponent. So, are they gonna do it back-to-back games? I don't think so. This is just too many points, and by default, I will be on Siena. I will be on Canisius. Look, Radford has been one of my teams year in and year out as far as a mid-major, but I don't know why they're laying this amount of points. Maybe St. Francis is just that bad, but until further notice, they got to prove it to me that they could actually win the game, let alone win by margin. So I'll be on St. Francis. Let's go down the list. Pittsburgh, another team where they're not pulling their weight as far as a major program. It's just a fate of a team of a program that is looking like they've lost their luster. So I'm on Hofstra. And try to give out one more. I'm on Wright State, and it's not, so I pivoted from Green Bay. They've been playing some decent ball. Looks like Doug Gottlieb, he's halfway, has shown some given this job some seriousness as opposed to his other job, being a shock jock type of guy. So he's showing some passion, throwing chairs and all that stuff. But leave that out the way. This is a bad spot for him just because they had a 10, 11 point lead under 2 minutes left. Ended up losing that game 80-78. I would like to fade them in this spot against Wright State.
There you go. From Jovan, breaking down some college hoops. Ashley, anything jump off the page to you in college hoops today?
Yeah, I'm looking at Missouri, Kansas today. I like the points with Mizzou. Their offense is just so solid. I think getting 7 here is a good spot for them. I'm just not sure Jayhawks offense will be able to keep up here. Missouri's pretty solid on both sides of the ball. Yeah, I like the points.
There you go. From Ashley. Tony Brown, anything from you today in college hoops?
I don't have no official plays on the board, but I was looking at it while you were going over the schedule, and I do like that service game early in the morning. It's the first game that kicks off. It's the Air Force and the Navy. I'm going to have to fade the Navy given that 10 points. I'm going to take the Air Force plus 10. I'm not sure if they win outright because they're horrible on the road, but when the service games play, like all the stats go out the window. These guys, the Air Force versus the Navy, like the Army versus the Air Force and stuff. And Air Force has gotten the best of them no matter what the record was going on. Air Force is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings against these guys, and they won 3 straight. So, like I said, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pull it off outright, but getting 10 points with a team that, has had their number, that's just too much to pass up, so we won't.
Fair enough. For me, only thing I would think about betting in college hoops today is Texas Tech in this neutral site game. It's in Fort Worth, though. So there's that. I don't know. LSU, I feel like, let me just double check a couple things. Yeah, as expected. They played a weak ass non-conference. Like they ain't played nobody. They beat Drake. I'll give them some credit for that. But outside of that, I'm not in love with anything they've done. This is by far their toughest competition, and I think Texas Tech beats up on them. That 8-0 is a fraudulent 8-0. So I'm taking the better team playing the better basketball. Give me Tech, the Red Raiders. Run.
Damn right.
Yesterday. Shout out to the Red Raiders too, man. I've been riding them all year in college football. They cashed my ticket out for me yesterday. Big 12 champions. Thank you, boys. And they beat up on BYU. Bye-bye, BYU. All the damn crying. Get out of here. All right. Sorry.
Damn right, that's a fraudulent 8-0. Give me Texas Tech. I agree with Jay. I think Texas Tech's actually played a pretty challenging schedule. I'm not concerned at all with their start. 2 losses on the season already does concern, sometimes on paper. Those losses were to Illinois and Purdue. This is still a very much a contender in the Big 12. And LSU, give them credit for a good start to the season, but they haven't played anybody. They just needed overtime to beat Boston College, one of the weakest teams in the ACC, and now at a neutral site. I think Texas Tech at a reasonable price gets the job done. I also agree with Tony Brown on Air Force plus the points. I think that it's going to be a close game. Air Force, they're a tough team to watch most times, but they are a pretty good 3-point shooting team. I think they can hit enough shots in this one against an Navy team that's experienced, but still not great offensively. I don't trust their offense enough, just like we saw in the last game against Delaware State, just 66 points scored. I think we could see Navy score in the mid-60s again here, and I don't think that'll be enough for a cover. So I'll take the points with Air Force.
There you go. From Ron Romanelli. All right, let's go to the NFL, and then we'll close it out NBA. How many games we got in the NFL today? We got, is it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we could do 3 groups of 4.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right. We got the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns battling it out today. Scam Ward versus Shador. Perfect timing. Should be a fun one. Total low as hell, 33.5. I think there might be some weather involved. I got to double check that though. Colts, Jags. What a game this is. Jags dominate them Colts in Jacksonville, but them Colts have been my swag team all year. Is today the day they go down to Jacksonville and avenge their demons, or do the Jags continue to play well? The Saints are on the road versus the Bucks. Bucks, huge home favorites. Baker and company trying to stay on the right track. And we got Jaden Daniels returning. He's back. I didn't see the news. Is it McCarthy back today, or is it Brosmer again? McCarthy's back?
McCarthy should be in.
All right, yeah, I thought so. McCarthy is back. Jovan, we'll start with you in these first 4, my man. Anything you like?
Looking at this Tennessee-Cleveland game, there's really no way I want to lay 4.5 points with the Browns. At home, on the road, in space, it doesn't matter. As dogs, I'll do it. As favorites, it's not going to happen. I don't care if it's against Tennessee, the worst team in the league. This team is probably ready to bounce back. New head coach, only put up a 3 spot last week. Like I said, I will be looking for them to bounce back. Will I say they're going to win? No, not at all. But I expect a competitive game from them. I know Cleveland's defense is the anchor of that team, but they're not opening it up at all on offense. So, just with that, I expect this to be a 3-point game no matter how you slice it. And looking at this Washington-Minnesota game, had Jaden Daniels not, be slated to come back today, I'll be all over the Vikings. But the quarterback change just gives me pause. He might show some rust. You got JJ McCarthy on the other side. He's trash. He's looking like the lowest on the totem pole as far as that draft last season. But O'Connell might open it up for him, give him enough confidence, to make some things happen. Slight lean to the Minnesota Vikings.
There you go. From Jovan breaking it down, man. He be hating on my boy McCarthy, man. Be hating.
Yeah, have to. He's trash.
It's a breakout game for JJ today.
He
might be. He might have to use those legs.
What you thinking, Ashley, in these first 4?
Yeah, I'm leaning Vikings here too. Even with Jay and Daniels back, still doesn't really fix their defensive problems. Vikes at home, I think I want the points here. And then looking at some of the other ones, I hate to do this. I think I want the points with the Saints too. Bucks just haven't been in great form recently. It's a lot of points for a divisional game here. The dog has covered in 4 of the last 6 meetings between these teams. I think I want the points here with the Saints, definitely. Bucks still pretty beat up kind of across the board. I think those are the only 2 I'm looking at in this slot.
All right, from Ashley. Saints, Vikings for her. What you thinking, Tony Brown?
Yeah, I got 6 plays today, 6 premium picks in the NFL. So a couple of those games that I have on my 10-star, you have to go to the page and get those. But the ones that I didn't play in that first morning slates was the Tampa Bay game and the Saints game. While I do agree with Ashley, the Bucks aren't, what they started out to be. They're still kind of rounding back into form after all those injuries and stuff. But the Saints are just horrible. Just fading the Saints just sounds good. You know what I mean? Like Tennessee only has 1 win. I know they're the statistical worst team in the league, but they have a rookie quarterback. They're going through changes. Like they kind of, they wasn't expected to be that much. The Saints were not expected to be this bad. So fading the Saints, that's just like an auto play for me. I'm going to go ahead and take the 8.5 with Tampa. Even if it's close late, like Tampa up by just 7 or something, I think they get that extra field goal or a nonsense touchdown, just one of those ones that just take it over because the Saints, there's no real reason to take the Saints. And then I like the under in that Minnesota game. Like you said, when a quarterback is out, it can mean 2 things when they come back. It can be rest, and they can come back super hot, or it can be rust, and they can come back a little rusty. Both of these guys were out, so we got 2 starting quarterbacks coming back. I think it's going to be the latter. I think we have more rust than rest, and they're going to try to work themselves back into the game, and I think the scoring will come few and far between. So 44 to beat us will be a chore. I like the under in that game.
Everybody beating up on my boy JJM9. Everybody overreacting to Jaden Daniels coming back. They should let Mariota in there. Mariota been balling. Shout out Mariota, man. I think, and the public's all over the Commanders in this one, and for good reason. I understand why. They all watched the Commanders on primetime with the heroics the last time out, and then the Vikings have been just flat garbage. The problem is Jane Daniel coming back from injury. You know what the Vikings finna do? They finna send that pressure. They finna send that blitz.
Sorry, I don't understand.
They finna send that blitz. And I think it's effective. And so you're giving me Minnesota at home in a pick'em style game. That's where I want to be, fading the public. So I'm gonna take Minnesota here. Tampa, New Orleans, I'm cool. Jags, Colts. Fuck. Time to put my money where my mouth at, man. I'm on the Colts, man. It's a different Colts team. I've been saying that all season long. Broken fibula, hairline fracture, don't matter. Give me Danny Dimes. Give me Indiana Jones. Give me Jonathan Taylor. I think they come in here and run the football effectively. They've lost 10 straight games in Jacksonville. So I understand I'm asking for it. But there's one team. Now that everybody's jumped off the Colts, they're expecting them to be the same team that they thought they've been over the past couple seasons. I'm back on. Shout out my swag team. Let's get it done today, Indy. Perfect timing. I'm taking the Browns. The Titans are that bad. They're that bad. They're the worst team in the NFL. And
the Browns have the worst quarterback in the NFL.
This might be
Oh boy.
Today
we go.
Today. If there's any team I think he could explode against, we saw him play well against the bad Raiders. I think he plays well at home.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of just
we hating on the Raiders and Shador this morning. Nice.
I'm gonna take the Browns though. Ugly weather game. The Titans' offense is disgusting. I like Myles Garrett for 3 sacks. I think the Cleveland defense leads the day. And Shador in this offense, if they can just run the football, Stefanski let them throw the ball deep a couple plays. I think you look up Browns win this game by 6. I'll lay it. It's kind of my thought process here in this first slot. What you thinking, Ron?
I got to go Titans. I think Shador is still right now just a novelty act in the league. I think it's Tim Tebow-esque, 50% completion. I mean, I just think that the Titans can be as bad as they want, but they have a big advantage quarterback-wise, and you're going to give me points like that over a field goal. I got to take it. And I also like Indy. There was a time in this series you just blindly take the home team against the spread, and it was absolute money. And, straight up, it's been the case still. But the last 3 meetings between these two teams, the road team has covered the spread. Indy has played, poorly offensively. You mentioned the Daniel Jones injury, but they also play the 2 best defenses in the AFC, and the Chiefs and the Texans. I think they bounce back here against the Jaguars defense that's good, but more of a boom or bust defense. They give up a lot of yards. They get a lot of takeaways, but I think that the Colts win this game. I think that we see a bounce back performance from Indy.
There you go.
Tim Tebow, that's the disrespect.
Hating, bro. He been a hater.
He couldn't throw the ball.
Off, man.
He couldn't throw the ball whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think Tebow
Come prove him wrong today. That's all I gotta say. Just prove him wrong today, man. Please.
Yeah. I guess it's my turn. I agree totally with what Ron said. Both his plays I like 100%. I think the Titans should have been a premium play for me. Boy, I'm sleeping on this. There's no way the Browns win this game by more than 3. It's absolutely impossible. Sanders is horrible. Not that maybe he'll have a good game. Who knows? But boy, I'd rather take Cam Ward and plus the points here. I like the Indianapolis Colts. I think people jumped off that bandwagon. They like the Jacksonville Jaguars. What, they win 4 in a row or so? They're in a nice little winning streak. I think people jumped on the Jags, jumped off the Colts, and that's where I'm jumping back on Indianapolis. I think they take care of business.
Yes, sir. Let's get it done, swag Colts. See what happens. All right. That's the first slot of the day, man. I thought it was a good one. Broke it down fairly well. Let's keep it rolling. We head over to New York, where them Jets, 2.5-point dogs with Miami rolling in. Tua, cold weather. Let's see if any of y'all signed up for that. We got the Seahawks and the Falcons. Falcons a different team in that dome. But Seattle is head and shoulders the better football team. Do they win by margin? We got the Bengals out on the road facing the Bills. Joe, man, that man is back. I told y'all last week, man. Y'all better quit playing with him. He's won his last 8 games as a starter. Is he making 9 straight today in Buffalo? Do they sneak back into the playoff picture? Or do the Bills put them boys to rest? Speaking of division battles, do it get bigger than this? Do it get more hatred than this? Got the Baltimore Ravens laying 5.5 points on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams tied for the division. With 2 games, they play each other today and one more time. So division on the line. We're in Baltimore. What happens? Ashley, we start with you. What you think?
Starting with this game, I think I want the points with the Steelers here. I've hated on the Steelers a lot this year, but I'm not really sure I'm sold on Baltimore either. Their only good win this year really was against Chicago. Otherwise, they beat the Jets, the Browns, the Dolphins, and the Vikings. So I haven't really seen what we wanted out of them. They looked terrible against the Bengals last week. I think back-to-back losses for the Steelers. I think they'll probably bounce back here. So I want the points with them. And then looking at that Bills-Bengals game, I like the under. It's going to be bad weather today, I think. I think it could be snow or sleet or at least really cold. I think both teams will probably be running the ball a lot. The under is hit in 5 straight meetings between these two. Bengals have hit the under in the last 3 straight and Bills 4 of their last 5. So I think 53.5 is a little too high here. So I'm going to take the under.
There we go. Ashley. Breaking it down. Tony Brown, what you looking at here in this slot, my man?
Yep, I got a 10-star premium on the Jets game, and I got a 10-star premium on Seattle. So I'll look into that Bengals game with you, and I'll look into that Ravens game with you. First, I want to start at the Ravens game. I absolutely love the Ravens in that spot. they haven't beat a lot of good teams, like Ashley mentioned again. And Pittsburgh is one of those not good teams that they can beat again. The reason why Pittsburgh's even tied for the division lead is because Baltimore lost Lamar Jackson. They lost like 4 out of 5 games. They couldn't win without him. And so Pittsburgh was just like the beneficiary of that. As soon as he came back, they just couldn't stop winning, and now they're tied. So I think at home in Baltimore, maybe this game would go different if it was in Pittsburgh. Plus, just the state of the Steelers offense right now, the whole Steelers organization. We seen them lose 2 straight. In the last game, the fans were fire Tomlin. You know what I mean? Like, he's been a staple. He's been one of the best coaches in the league, and they're already over him, man. So this isn't the Pittsburgh your father used to have. It's Jerome Business ain't coming out the locker room, none of that good stuff. I like Baltimore to get the win by a touchdown in that one. And then in the Bengals-Bills game, Jay, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. Joe Burrow is back. Like, Bengals without Joe Burrow was just like Baltimore without Lamar Jackson. It would be like KC without Patrick Mahomes. Like, all the kid does is win, all the way from LSU. He took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. So when healthy, the Bengals are one of the better teams in the league. I don't even think they need the 5 points. I think they win this one outright, but I always take the points for insurance because we're betting money. But I do think the Bengals do win this one outright.
There you go, for Tony Brown, breaking it down. I ain't gonna lie. Word for word, bar for bar in both of them. I agree. I'm taking the Ravens. I've been on that Steelers bandwagon all year. I'll admit, y'all were right. This team is fucking garbage. I'm off that train. And I think the Ravens beat them up. So one stat that I keep seeing floated all around social media is you always grab the points in this one. It's like 26-8. Whatever. But what they keep failing to realize is look at the last two. The last two, the Ravens done beat the shit out of the Steelers. And I think the same thing happens here. And what happened in those matchups were the Steelers were not able to stop the Ravens from rushing the football. So let me ask you this question, all of you out there today. Do you think the Steelers are going to stop the Ravens from rushing the football? Personally, I don't think so. Give me the Ravens. I think they beat them up. Joe Burrow's back. Mama that man. I know Allen coming off that MVP, but I would argue the other quarterback, the best quarterbacks on the other sideline. Y'all know how I get about Joe Burrow. Y'all know how I feel about that man. Cincinnati has been a poverty franchise forever, except for when Burrow on that field. Then they turn into a perennial top of the AFC team. It's really just that simple. Season on the line last week, impossible situation, coming back from injury. He walked into Baltimore. Not only did he walk in there and beat him over the head. Now you give him T. Higgins back this week too. This Bills defense has been fraudulent. I don't really trust them to get stops today. And if you're banking on Josh Allen heroics, I understand that, but I don't understand that from an ATS perspective. That's all I'm saying. So if you're saying the Bills win, I can understand that. Bills winning by margin, I don't really see. Who they? Them Bengals. I'm grabbing the points. Lean Seahawks. Don't love it though. And Brian.
This game's on.
Jets.
I can't get into it this week.
No. Money line. Let's go, Jets. You taking Tua in that snow, or not snow, but in the cold, good luck. He's like 1-30. It's probably like 1-8, under like 40 degrees. The one win was at the Jets, too. That's what's crazy. But Aaron Glenn got these boys playing well. And Tua just garbage. My favorite prop today is the same one we've been rolling with all year. Give me the Tua Tagovailoa interception. Like, just give it to me right now. So I'm taking the Jets. It's not a premium play for me. This is probably the one that I left off that probably should have been. But I'm Jets. The public's all over the Dolphins for no reason. The Jets are playing the better football, I could argue. What are they? Jets are 7-4 ATS this season. They've won 2 of their last 3. Like, it's not the bad Jets. It's the all right Jets. So I'm grabbing it. Ron, how you feeling?
It's always the bad Jets. I think that you saying the Bills' defense is fraudulent is crazy. I think that their run defense has been bad for the most part this year. It's been better as of late. Their secondary has been excellent. They've given up 200-plus passing yards just once in the last 5 games. You've got a Bengals defense that's equally as bad against the run. Look at both of these teams' rushing games, though. Cincinnati averages well under 100 rushing yards per game. Buffalo runs the ball at will, 5 yards a carry. I trust Allen. I trust the run game more for Buffalo. I trust their defense more than Cincinnati's. I think it's a one-sided win for Buffalo. And I think that the Ravens, I agree with you on the Ravens. I like a blowout win there. Lamar Jackson, owners in fantasy football, don't sit him, start him. I think he has a bounce-back week. It's been pretty dreadful the last couple of weeks in fantasy for him, but I think the Ravens run all over him, including Lamar Jackson. I'd take a Lamar Jackson rushing touchdown in this game. Pittsburgh, it's over. Mike Tomlin's got to go. It's just not working anymore. Thank you for your service these 17
can't get rid
years.
of Tomlin.
It's over. It's over.
I agree. It's over. It's over.
Need a new.
It's not. He's still a really good coach, and I think he could go
Yes.
somewhere and have success. It's just over here in Pittsburgh.
It's over.
I was about to say we'll take him in Vegas all day long. He's still a great coach, but he might have lost the locker room in Pitt for sure.
I would love him for y'all in Vegas. That's exactly who
For
y'all
sure.
in Vegas.
Exactly.
But I think for Pitt, it's pretty much over. We'll see. Brian, what you thinking, my man?
No, I'm going to go with the easiest game in this slot. So easy. I love the Atlanta Falcons plus the points here at home. Seattle has been a public cashing machine, 8-2 last 10. They've got big games with the Colts and Rams and Carolina on deck next. Atlanta in the Dome over the years, always a team you can't really count out. And now you're giving me almost a full touchdown. Kirk Cousins, not the best quarterback in the NFL, but as far as backups go, I wouldn't mind going into Cousins with a touchdown in my pocket here. So give me the Atlanta Falcons plus the points.
All righty, from Brian. What you think here, Jovan?
Yeah, I'm thinking Ravens as well. It's just a situation where, and we faded Baltimore on Thanksgiving, got the cash real smooth. But in this one, we got to back them. Just going up against the Pittsburgh team who just don't have it anymore, to be quite frank. The history of the series has been pretty one-sided. Last 10, what is it? 7-3 Pittsburgh or something around that. But you're looking at a Pittsburgh team long in the tooth defensively. They can still get a pass rush, but you could run all over them. That's just the bottom line. I don't think that Lamar Jackson's going to be that much of a factor in this game. I think it's going to be Derrick Henry. It has to be his game. That's really the bottom line. They lost in part last week because they didn't run the ball, and they have done this at certain points, inexplicably staying away from the run. They did it in the playoff game where they should have won against the Chiefs, and they did it last week. They've done it a couple other times. They stick to what their game plan should be, which is running the ball and start from there. They'll be smooth. So it's Baltimore for me, and really I left this out of my premium package. That's just on the outside looking in. So this is cutting room floor action for you.
All righty, man. That concludes that slot. Let's head to the last one. We got the Rams.
Hold on, real quick. I forgot about my JTES Jets.
Nah, you can't jump on the Jets bandwagon, Jovan.
No. First quarter money line plus money. That's it. That's how we're gonna play that one. Jump out to a nice early lead. Tyrod Taylor has stabilized the quarterback position. They should have a lead at the end of one.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Jets.
You can't jump on the Jets bandwagon.
Not my Jets.
That's my Jets. They will be
in the first quarter.
Nice.
Rams, Cardinals. Rams laying 9.5 on the road. Broncos, Raiders. Broncos laying 7.5 on the road. Bears, Pack. Number one team in the NFC. 6.5-point dogs on the road. Do they continue to beat the narrative, or is today the day they crash and burn? And Sunday nighter, both teams need it. Both in the hunt. Tonight, the night that the Dragon, the Chiefs get slayed, or does their Feeling magic, quote unquote, continue. Tony Brown, we'll start with you.
Yeah, like I said, I got 6 premium picks in the NFL today. I was all over the NFL today. So the Chiefs and that Bears game, you got to get out of my premium section, but I can definitely go over some Rams, Cardinals, and Broncos, Raiders with you guys. Let's just get it out the way. Let's start with the Raider game. And I'm going to say, let's take this with a grain of salt. Everybody knows I'm a Raider fan or whatever. But however, this is a division game, and this is just a perfect spot for the Broncos to just blow one. Easy win, right? You got the Raiders. They're looking for a draft pick already. But these division games, I told you always have to throw the records out the window. The Raiders just hate the Broncos. Whether we were 13-3 right now, 0-13 or whatever, we're going to lay it all on the line against the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. Those are our division rivals. We play those guys tough all the time, and it's out here in Las Vegas. So I think we got the Broncos coming in here on a big win streak. They're looking like one of the better teams in the league. They're trying to win the division over the Chiefs for the first time in a while. They probably not even really, you know what I mean? They're just going to overlook us. It's the Raiders. They're not good. They think they're going to come out and dominate. But I live here in Vegas. We all know that. And I've been to several Raider games. The energy's unmatched. Just like with the Golden Knights, the energy is unmatched, man. No matter how our team is doing, I think that crowd's going to be pumped. We're going to be out there. We're going to be screaming and hollering. And I think the Raiders 100% cover that 7.5 and slight money on the money line upset in that game. And then for who else do we got? We got the Rams and the Cardinals. That one's just if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Rams, shit, they're the Super Bowl pick in the NFC in my eyes. This is my opinion. I might throw a little future on the Rams and take it all the way to the Super Bowl. They've looked absolutely outstanding, and Jacoby Brissett won't be enough. Home field advantage won't be enough. Give me the Rams in that one to win and cover.
I agree. Rams. I'm not betting it because I feel like the world's on it, and I just got better places to be than to be on the Rams, expected to win by margin, but it would be them. I think the talent gap between these two teams is this significant. And when you see a team expected to win by double digits on the road in the NFL, I think it speaks volume. So I'm going to take
those teams are terrible long term.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. That's about as bad as you can get usually. But
that's why I'm leaving it alone. I do agree with the Raiders, though. I told you, I'm still I'm holding steady. Patriots overrated, Broncos overrated, Bears overrated. I'm still on all that, bro. And I will be proven right in the end. So give me the Raiders today. Pretty much everything Tony Brown said, I agree with. And tonight's not the night the Chiefs get slayed. I've been on that Texans bandwagon. I've been on it. I've been coming on here banging the table for the last 2 months. Remember General Mills? Like, come on, man. I've been on it tonight. As much as I really want to be on the Texans, man, I can't. Patrick
Not in
Mahomes,
KC.
Not in KC, not in Arrowhead. Back up against the wall, season on the line. If there's somebody I'll die with, it's Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead. And if there was somebody that was going to unlock and be able to defeat this Texans defense, it would be these two. So I understand how good the Texans are, how good that defense is. I worry about CJ Stroud on the road here in this game, though. KC for me. And fuck the Bears. It's that simple. Fuck the Bears. They're not that good. They're going to collapse. All that one seed in the NFC right now is fun, cool. Congratulations. I'm going to get the shit beat out of y'all today. Like, I think the Packers finna woodshed these boys today. Double-digit win for Go Pack Go. We'll see what happens. Ron?
Well, I mentioned that, the road favorites, double-digit favorites, not great bets in the NFL, just long-term. But I actually do like the Rams in this one. I think that, the Rams last week, they snapped their 4-game streak of being +2 or better in the turnover battle with being -3 against Carolina. Just an uncharacteristically sloppy day for the Rams in that one. Defensively, even and offensively, of course. But I think they get back to it. I mean, this is still, like Tony Brown said, the favorite to win the NFC, and I think for good reason. They're a balanced team. The offense moves the ball at will. Great offensive line. I think they score 28-plus points in this game, and I think it's enough for a cover against Arizona. And I would lean towards the Raiders as well. Not my favorite game on the board, but I do think that in a divisional matchup, getting 7+ the hook is not a bad place to be. So I'll lean towards the Raiders.
There you go, from Ron Romanelli. All y'all Bears lovers in the comments. Y'all been having y'all way with me this year, man. Y'all have, man.
That's good. There's a lot of Bear comments.
Yeah, they loving them Bears. I get it though. Y'all have the right to puff y'all chests out right now.
A lot of them are on the money line, I'm sure, today.
So congratulations to y'all, man. Let me see y'all walk in the Lambo and do it though. This is y'all place of horrors. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers transferred the keys to Jordan Love, the ownership. I didn't even go through my whole spiel. Y'all already know. I done told y'all there's a deed to the Chicago Bears, and it's in Green Bay. They are owned by the Packers.
Not last year.
Yeah, we're talking about right now. Fuck that. All right, I'm sorry. Brian?
All right, in this time frame, I'll take the Las Vegas Raiders plus the points. You know, Denver, they win games, but what they win last game by 27-26, then 22-19, 10-7, 18-15 against the Texans. This team plays teams tight. I think the Raiders, like Tony Brown said, could pull off the miracle upset here, but I'll take the points with Las Vegas.
How you feeling, Mr. Burtz?
Yeah, I'm on the other side. I'm on Arizona. And I backed up off this play for two reasons. One, the Rams lost last week in Carolina. Two, and probably more important, although Arizona have been covering, keeping it tight in games, those two divisional games where they got lumped up, I could see them getting lumped up in this spot. So I had to back up off them. But nevertheless, I will be back in Arizona, given all that. It would have to be at plus 10. South of that, minus 9.5. I'm not, or plus 9.5. I can't do it. It has to be 10 or more. And in some markets, you are seeing 9.5 pop up. So there goes that. And I will be on the Raiders first quarter money line. It's just what I said last or yesterday with BYU. If they're gonna do anything, their best shot is in their first drive. I do believe that they move the ball in their first drive, make it happen, and walk away with a first quarter lead against a Denver team who they're all pass, no run, and that makes them predictable. And in Allegiant Stadium, I don't think that's a good thing, at least in the beginning of the game.
There you go. All right, Ashley, close us out in the NFL.
I'm actually on the other side of this one. I'm going to take the Broncos here. Raiders almost pulled off the upset the first time they met earlier this season. I don't think that's going to happen again, frankly. I do think the Broncos are overrated, at least their offense is. Something's just, I don't know what it is, but something's not clicking offensively. But defensively, I mean, they're unbelievable. I said this, I made our preview video for this on the YouTube channel, but I think Geno Smith could get sacked like 10 times in this game. That's not like crazy to say. He got sacked 6 times in the last meeting. So I don't know. I think Broncos defense comes out here. I think their offense will do just enough to cover here, but I think the Raiders are that bad. So I will be laying the points with this one. And then I've talked a lot about how bad the Cardinals are week in and week out, and they are, but I do want to be on them this week with the points. I think this line opened at like 7.5, so it's really moved a lot. I think Jay, you mentioned the whole world's on the Rams with this one. Cardinals have at least kept their games close. I mean, first of all, they probably could have 5 or 6 wins. They probably should. They just find a variety of ways to lose, some crazy ways to lose, but 9 of their 12 games have been decided by 1 possession. So they're at least keeping them close for the most part. There were a couple blowouts in there, but I don't know. We saw the Rams defense get exploited last week. They're still terrible, but Brissett's been pretty, he's been decent. He hasn't been bad by any means, over 1,000 yards the last 3 weeks. So I think like Jovan said, I want the 10. I think you can still get it at 10 in some places. So I would want the 10 in that spot, but I think the Cardinals can at least keep this one somewhat competitive.
All righty. That's the NBA, y'all. I mean, NFL. All we have left is the NBA. We'll do it all in one swoop.
I gotta run, guys. My movers are here, so I gotta hop.
All right. What you got over at PickDawgz Premium today?
Yeah, I have a 3-pack premium today, so you can get 3 picks. One of them is an outright underdog winner, so 2 to cover, 1 outright winner, and then I actually might throw one more pick in there. Just a couple of you convinced me on a couple other plays, so 3-pack, probably one more play in there, and then of course I will have my longer term packages available a week, a month. Probably don't want to get the full regular season package here soon, but I'll probably release a postseason playoffs package here shortly. So grab one of those longer term packages. I've been rolling with a lot of hockey plays too. And then once football wraps up, I'll really dive into basketball as well. So yeah, pair me up with any of these guys. Use the code PICK, get 15% off, get some bang for your buck. And let's make it a good one.
Appreciate you, Ashley. See you soon.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
You too.
Now, the real question is, was she convinced because we said something that she agreed with, or she disagrees with us so much that she wants to go ahead and
fade it?
No, I think I convinced her to take a few plays. That's what I'm going to roll with.
I think you did too, Brian. When one look at you, and I'm convinced too.
All right, well, we'll see. I'm not Mr. DiMaggio there with his streak, but I'll catch up to you.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let's talk some hoops, man. We got 7 today. We got
this one. Hurry up! One's coming early.
Yeah, this one started in less than an hour. We got the Magic out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks laying 2.5,
1.5 in some spots.
Yeah, we got the Celtics out on the road facing the Raptors. Celtics laying 3 in this one, total 224.5. We have the Nuggets out on the road facing the Hornets. Nuggets laying 10.5. Grizzlies laying 1 on the Blazers. Warriors 1-point favorite on the road over the Bulls. Lakers 4-point favorites in Philly. And Thunder 9.5-point favorites in Utah. I believe I'm up first. I broke down. No shade tonight for the Thunder. I'm a lean Utah. Y'all know I hate fading Oklahoma City, but if I were to, it makes sense tonight. Utah's 9-3 ATS at home. They're just a different team, monster and animal at home. In Oklahoma City, while I love them to death, we do recognize they're slightly overrated and overvalued because they're the defending champs and because they were the best ATS team of all time. So the books tack a couple of extra points onto them on a night-to-night basis. I kind of think that's the case here, especially without Shea. Can they flood Utah without him? Of course. I'm going to leave it alone. Give me the Lakers, though. LD's back. And Philly, while they're playing well, they won 4 of their last 5. Look at the level of competition. Look who they played. Nobody. And they really didn't play that well against the nobodies. So I think the Lakers get back to regular schedule programming. Bulls Warriors is disgusting. Lean Warriors, but keep an eye on the injury report in that one. Grizzlies. These are just 2 teams right now heading in opposite directions. John Morant could be back for this game today, which could throw a wrench into what the Grizzlies got going on. So kind of just keep an eye out on that. But it would be Grizzlies, though. Blazers have lost 8 of their last 10. They're on the road where they don't play their best basketball. Memphis at home where they do play their best basketball. They're playing well. They cashed for us on Friday night. I think they can cash for us on a Sunday. Denver, I'm fading them. I know they have one of the best road ATS records in the NBA, but I'm telling you, I think it was fool's gold, and I think their home success is going to start to leak into their road success. They've been terrible at home, and I think they were just flying high on the road for a while. I think Charlotte can do enough offensively to keep this game competitive. Missing Gordon, missing Bron, I think hurt. Charlotte playing well. All right, recently. I think they can keep it within. Actually, if you want a huge outright dog today, like outright plus money dog that you just, I think Charlotte's a pretty good look at that. It's some huge plus money on the card today. Raptors bounce back spot at home. Celtics have been playing off the charts, and I think tonight's the cool off spot for them. I've been on the Celtics a lot. you start to look at the last 2 weeks of basketball they played, they've beaten up on pretty much everybody in the East. But the Raptors coming off back-to-back losses, the team has still won, 9 of its last 10 games at home. I think this is a good bounce-back spot for the Raptors at home. Not fun fading Boston right now, but I will do it. And give me the Knicks. Give me the Knicks in this one. I love my Magic. Everybody knows it. It's a play on the spot. It's a play on the situation. Double revenge game at home for the Knicks. They've lost the first 2 meetings to Orlando this season. And also the Knicks, what are they, 14-1? 12-1. 12-1 ATS at home this season. They've only not covered one time, and that was against Orlando. So in the revenge spot, cashing at over a 90% clip. Man, give me the Knicks in the Garden. Early start time. See what happens. Ron?
Well, I'm a traditional guy when it comes to Christmas. I'm Italian. We bake a lot of cookies every year with my grandma. So I was at my grandma's yesterday. We're baking cookies. Finished all the cookies. We go through counting all of them.
I better get some cookies in the mail.
We counted. We had 1,050 cookies that we baked yesterday.
Wow.
So I turned to my grandma. I said, "Grandma, how does it feel to bake 1,050 cookies?" She turned to me and said, and I'm serious, "No Shay, no problem. Give me the thunder." Give me the thunder. They won't have any issues with this one. They've just dominated the Jazz. It's so one-sided. Utah can't keep up.
Oh my God!
And their first game back home, I think it's a blowout. So I'll lay the points.
There you go from Mr. Romanelli.
How do you follow that?
Yeah, he just set us up.
I can follow it. I'll tell you what. This is the easiest game on the board, and it wasn't a premium because it goes off at 12. I hate 12 o'clock games, but Orlando Magic, man, plus the points. The Knicks are they've covered 6 of the last 7 games. Everybody and their mamas on the New York Knicks here at this light line. It's only -2 to take the New York Knicks at home with all their home success. Orlando dominated them in the first 2 games. I think they continue to dominate them. And I hate that Jay jumped off the Magic. Now's the time to jump on the Magic. I love the Orlando today. Go Magic.
I still love them. I just
don't jump off. Get on the Magic today.
Give me the Knicks. Give me the Knicks. Playing with double revenge in the Garden.
Yeah.
Their best basketball of the year.
Why is it only -2 then?
Because Orlando's still a formidable opponent. They're 14-9. They're a good team.
Yeah. And they beat them twice.
Advantage. That line should be 4.5.
Give me the Knicks.
Give me the Knicks.
Crazy.
I still love my Magic. And I still think if these 2 teams matched up in Eastern Conference playoffs, I would probably be in Orlando. But today's just a play on the spot. Play on the spot. I can't fade the Knicks in the Garden. Double revenge. I can't. Jovan, what you thinking, my man?
Yeah, that Orlando Magic Knicks game. Look, it might be a trap. I think the big meow's out. But regardless of that, I'm on the Knicks. I got to walk through that door. Bottom line, they've lost 3 straight to the Magic. Already lost this season at MSG. Early spot, sneaky spot. Brunson's still out there. If he is, we're on him. We're on the Knicks. And I don't take that, take that lightly because I'm a Knick hater.
Me too.
Always have been.
Knick lovers now, I'll tell you.
No.
Nah, I'm a Knick hater for way back. But I'm on the C's. I'm on the Celtics.
Giants, Jets.
All that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm on the C's in this one. They're just playing good fundamental basketball, team basketball. Jaylen Brown, if he's in there, I'm with him. Even without him, I'm with him. I've seen some slippage out of the Raptors to where I want to fade them. Boston usually handles them. And with this being an early start, I'll be on the better defensive team in this one. Denver, first quarter. They usually start off hot. That's not going to change in this spot. So I will be on them first quarter to have a relatively sizable lead. The rest of the game I can't speak on. I could see them, just like in the Dallas game, where they blew doors in the first quarter, then got the doors blown off them in the second quarter, and then the second half was ugly. So, if you're gonna take them early. Memphis, it's got to be Memphis. As far as I'm concerned, either Jaws on the court or not. Like Jay said, and I said this in my 2-team parlay because this is one leg of my 2-teamer. 2 teams going in opposite directions. One's 4-1, last 5. The other one's 1-4. It's really that simple. And that's basically it.
LeBron, close us out in the NBA.
Today was a horrible board, just in my opinion. I wouldn't bet a lot of these games with you guys' money. I have one 10-star premium pick. Like, I looked at the whole board and I figured it out. I got one 10-star pick. That's the one I'm going to sell. That's the one I'm going to bet at the window myself. So you go to my profile and get that for tonight. But just looking over these games and from what we've been talking about, I think I'm going to go with an upset pick tonight in Philly. Everybody knows I'm a Laker fanatic, so me picking against the Lakers is like very few and far between, but in certain spots, it just makes sense, and this is one of the spots. LeBron's going to be out. The GOAT's got the gout. That's just pretty much what it is. So he's going to be sitting out, Father Time starting to catch up to that guy. And Luka's going to be returning. He's not returning from injury. He just had a baby out there in Slovenia. So congrats to Luka for that. But I don't think he's been really doing too much basketball stuff. He's been partying, taking care of his wife, new kid, whole family thing. So I think we get the rust over the rest when he comes back in this one. And so with your best player, LeBron, out, your second best player, Luka, a little rusty. He's just celebrating his baby. He's going to have that hangover. We go to Philly, a place where we just absolutely been dominated. Traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast is always a lot, but Philly has beaten us 8 out of the last 10 times straight up, and against the spread, it's even better. They're 10-4 against the spread against the Lakers. With all 7 games in Philly, they won. We haven't covered the spread in Philly in 7 of those 14 games. So we got them 7 at the house, 7 in Philly, and we're 0-7 against the spread in Philly, 2-8 straight up against Philly in Philly. And now with the pieces missing and Luka coming back all, I just like Philly in this spot. I don't even think they need the points. I think they pull the upset win over a pretty good Lakers team. Still a great Lakers team. We're having a good season, but just in this spot right here, I love Philly with the points if you're going to lay some money on it and then sprinkle on the money line.
Fair enough, man.
Hey, when you said the GOAT was out, Tony, for the LA Lakers, did you mean Michael Jordan? Is he on the Lakers?
No. You know who the GOAT is, LeBron James.
Ain't the GOAT. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, man.
You're right. We can have this debate a lot later, but it's not even close.
We grew up when I grew up, man.
We grew up in the same era, so I'm not talking like one of these new young kids that's just seeing stuff. I seen Michael Jordan play. I seen him play against Magic. LeBron's hands down better than that guy.
Oh, no way. All right. Well,
and both of them are still second fiddle to Magic and Magic Johnson. So, we can have this conversation for a while.
All right. Yeah. I need some Magic Johnson. I think Magic Johnson's better than LeBron James. But.
Me too. I think Magic's the GOAT of all time. But since the debate is just between Jordan and LeBron, I'm going to give it to LeBron. But I think Magic's the best player to ever touch a basketball.
No, that's spoken like a true Lakers fan.
Or just somebody who watches the game. I never thought Michael Jordan could start at center. I never thought Michael Jordan could come out in his rookie year and win a championship against the vaulted Celtics. I know Michael Jordan can score a lot, but I never seen him have a triple-double. Is he helping his team with rebounds? Is he dropping dimes? It's just a lot that goes to this. Michael Jordan get in trouble with his shot. He's just in trouble. LeBron and Magic was 6'8", 6'10". They could still back you down in the post. It was just so many more aspects to the game. Michael Jordan's like a legend. He icon the game, the shoes, the tongue sticking out, the shorts. We're not going to just start dissing Mike right here, but we're talking about actual playing the game. Who do you want to have the ball? You know what I mean? It got to be Magic Johnson.
I seen Magic Johnson freeze up at the Garden in '84 in the finals. Don't play with me.
I seen Jordan freeze up his first 6 years of his career against Boston and Detroit Bad Boys. So
he didn't freeze up. He dropped 60 plus, 49 plus. So on and so forth. That was the rest of them bums on his team. He had to drag those guys to the playoffs.
Bums on his team, bro. We got the greatest coach of all time, Phil Jackson, in the Hall of Fame, and he got 50 of the greatest players in the Hall of Fame as his teammates. LeBron was taking bums to the championship, literally. Have you heard of Ilgauskas lately? And Matthew Dellavedova, where's he at, bro? Come on, man. Don't talk about bums on the team.
You're absolutely right, but they did get swept in the finals.
I really opened up a can of worms there.
Right.
Hey, listen, this is
right. We need a whole nother show for that debate.
This is a debate that could go on and on.
Yes, it could. I could really argue it too, but I'm mad at something else, bro. The AP, so the college football committee released theirs in about 40 minutes. The AP poll just pissed me off. They just pissed me off. Oh, they just pissed me off.
They shot Indiana up to 1.
Just pissed me off, bro. They moved Bama to 10, moved Notre Dame to 9, Miami at what is that? No, I forgot what the fuck they did. All I know is they still got BYU in front of Texas.
Yeah, that's a scam, right? BYU, that's a scam.
How?
Alabama deserves to be 10, and Notre Dame definitely deserves to be in the playoffs, but Texas should be higher than BYU for sure.
That shit just pissed me off. Committee, if y'all come out and do that too in about 30 minutes. Ooh.
I like it though. That's fuel for Arch Manning, man. I'm an Arch Manning super fan, so that's just fuel for the fire, man. I'm ready to see him run through these boys in the playoffs.
Bro, I'm tired of the record argument. All divisions, all conferences are not created equal. They're not. If Texas played BYU schedule, I honestly believe they're unbeaten. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? I think we beat Texas Tech both times. I just believe it.
I mean, at the end of the day, they just gonna have to make a 40-team playoff. It's getting ridiculous though now. I liked it when it was the 4-team playoff. Then they go to 6. Now they go to 12. Like, what's next? You just gonna throw everybody in the playoffs? You got to have some type of
So we'll see about 30 minutes what the committee do.
Right.
Man, that's it. That's all though, guys. We did it. We made it. We talked about everything under the sun. College basketball, NBA, NFL, NHL, money making Sunday. Our favorite plays are over at PickDawgz Premium. Those are the plays we have the most money on, the plays we love the most, plays that we give to all of our clients. And man, to my right, I've been telling y'all how hot he's been. I'm gonna let him tell it. Ryan, what you got going on today?
Yeah, I've got 4 plays on the site. My NFC game of the month. I've got a 3-pack as well with my top play in the NBA, top play in college hoops, and another NFL play, the Sunday night game. It's been an unbelievable run, a historic run for me. 18 straight picks have ended with a W. We've swept the board yet again on Saturday. It's just been a crazy start to December. Now, can I guarantee we're going to go 18-0 every month, every year? No. But what I can guarantee is we're going to have an edge over the markets, over the books, consistently, over the long term. That last season, number 2 at Pick Dawgz. Right now, number 3 this season, this year, 2025, on the leaderboard and all the sports going on right now. NBA, college football, college basketball, and NFL. We're number 1 in college hoops. So just looking to keep things rolling. And, I appreciate all the support and everybody, backing me this week. Hopefully we can keep the streak alive today. It's exciting. And, that's what I got.
Ron the Don Romanelli. Man, find me somebody hotter than my man right now. I want my guy, man. Load him up over at PickDawgz Premium today. Brian Billy, what you got going on?
Now, I got to say, Ron definitely put some heat on my ass, but number 1 last 30 days, number 1 last 365. My titanium best bet, 55 and 24, 70%. Get my best bet winner. It's my NFC North game of the year over at PickDawgz.com, $30. Or get my 5-pack. That's every play I put out today. 3 NFL, 1 college basketball, and 1 NBA. All for one low price. Team out with any of these guys and definitely rock out for the rest of the year into next year.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything on your ass, Brian. But
yeah, I was
gonna say we need that pause button, man.
Jovan, what you got going on today, my man?
Yeah, I got a 5-pack of the 1 o'clock time slot, 3-pack in the 4 o'clock and 8:20 time slot, and then I got a Sunday night football play. Really, I love this board for NFL. I got 10 on the slate. Gave y'all some heat already, some cutting room floor action, but the real action is on the premium side. Also have 1 NBA. We'll put out another. Have a couple college basketball. We'll put out a couple more. So I got a lot of action on this Sunday.
Up on with Jovan Burks. Continue to kick the crap out of the books, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Brown, what you got going on today?
Oh man, this is a big Sunday. This is my biggest Sunday of the year, actually. I got 10 plays. I got 3 plays in the NFL morning slate, 3 plays in the NFL afternoon slate, and 1 play in the NFL night game. So that's 7 plays in the NFL. We got a couple plays in the NHL, and my NBA game of the month is my only play on the board in the NBA. So that's 3 different leagues, 10 different picks. Your bookie will not know what hit them. I don't just pick games to pick them or just pick games because they're on. I've been on the site for over a decade now, but I even was here before this site started at the first site. I have several number 1 finishes in the NHL. I'm just 2 years removed from a number 1 finish in the NFL. Always top 10 in the rankings in the other sports. Like, I pick these games because I know how to win them. And if you want to get paid, if you're serious about making money, you should get these picks too. You can grab any individual 3-pack. You can grab any individual game, but paying per play and per day and per sport, that only helps the bookie. It doesn't put money in your pocket. You can get every single pick I release, playoffs, championship picks included. There's no upselling. There's no scamming from every single league, from the NBA to the NHL, NFL, every single thing I release, every play, every pick, 10-star rated for one low price with my VIP All Sports Pass. It starts at just $99 and the pass pays for itself. If you're serious about making money, you really can't afford not to get these picks.
There you go, man. Hop on with Tony Brown. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Ladies and gentlemen, for me today, I got a really healthy card, man. I got 8. I added 1 a minute ago. So I got 5 in the NFL, 3 in the NBA type card I got today, man. So I have a 10-star play in the NFL today, my 10-star NFL game of the week. It probably should have been my game of the month. The reason it's not is because it's the first weekend of the month. So I don't really want to do that to myself. Have my game of the month the first weekend of the month. I didn't know. So I just went 10-star game of the week. But I love it. It's one of the it's a play that it's a play in the NFL that I've had the most money on. So it's not the biggest play of the season, but it's one of them, is all I'm saying. So I got a really pretty penny on that NFL game. But I like the entire card today. I'm looking to do some damage. So hop on with me, man. Let's make some money today over at PickDawgz Premium. Or pair me up with one of the guys. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. Parlay time, man. Parlay. What you parlaying up, Ron?
Let's go to the NFL. I really like this parlay. It is the Ravens laying the points, the Bills laying the points, and the Colts on the money line.
From Ron Romanelli, a little 3-teamer. Brian Biller, you giving us a diarrhea one or what?
Yesterday I nailed that 4-game parlay I gave out to everybody. I'm going to nail this one too. It's another toilet bowl parlay. Maybe not the first team. I'm going to take the Orlando Magic plus the 2, Tennessee Titans plus the points, and the Atlanta Falcons plus the points.
There you go, from Brian Bittler. Jovan, what you thinking there?
Give out 2. Jets, first quarter, money line. Match it up with the Raiders, first quarter, money line. That's a 2-teamer. And then college basketball, Canisius, plus 17.5. Hofstra, plus 7.5. St. Francis, plus 13.5.
There you go. From Joe Von Burtz. Tony Brown, you got a parlay for the folks?
Yeah, I do, man. This is a big money parlay. We're going to lay a lot of money on it. We're not messing with no point spreads. Heavy favorites, man. All 3 from all 3 leagues. We're going Oklahoma City money line. We're going Carolina Hurricanes money line and LA Rams money line. When you pair all 3 of them together, I think it comes out to plus 100. You double up anything you bet, smack it hard.
There you go. Mm-hmm. For me, I'm going to roll with it's kind of I'm going to go with the Jets. I'm going to go with JJM9. Come on, McCarthy. I believe in you, bruh. They talking bad about you, bruh. And then last but not least, Mama, that man is back. Joe. Give me the Bengals plus the points. And if I were to go, here's another one for y'all. Give me 2-teamer, huge plus money, dogs. Give me Charlotte Hornets money line, Cincinnati Bengals money line. See if we can get rich on a Sunday. That's all I got for y'all today, though, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. I'll ask that you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Mr. Romanelli, any final words for the day?
Hope to keep the streak alive. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, good luck, good luck. Brian Billett.
Let's go streaking, and don't forget, take those Titans.
Jovan.
Aloha for Julio.
Tony Brown.
Man, glad to see everybody out there again. I'll be back. I'm gonna make myself a fixture on these morning shows again. I'm glad to see all these cappers, man. Like I always said from day one, it's no competition, man. We're just all friends in the industry, and we push each other to do better, and it only helps you guys make money. So I wish everybody out here good luck with their picks. And like I always say, always bet responsibly. Always good luck.
There you go. Before I get out of here, let's go one more. Let's go. Geno Smith, INT. Tua Tagovailoa, INT, and Cam Ward.
What's the payout for Geno's interception? It has to be minus like 150.
Y'all ain't cool, man. Y'all are not cool.
See what happens, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. We out here.